Hello, student. Today we are going to discuss about the good and bad conductors of heat. Dear student, we were discussing about the heat. Okay, we have just discussed different topics, and today the topic which we are going to proceed is the good and bad conductors of heat. Okay, so we have discussed all these things. Means what are the different applications of good and bad conductors of heat? Okay. Uh, Dear student, we have earlier discussed that cooking utensils, okay, which are made up of metals, are good conductors of heat, as a metal utensils get heated up easily. Okay, so whatever the food, just we are cooking inside the utensils, that takes shorter time. Okay, so these are the advantages of the conductors of heat. Good conductors of heat: boilers and the base of electric irons. This can also, we can take the advantage here, that the boilers and the base of electric irons are made up of steel to conduct heat easily from the source of heat. Okay, being boiled to clothes respectively. Okay, so there are so many applications. We can take also example of mercury, which is used in thermometer. This is also a good conductor of heat. Okay, and it expands easily, which tells rise in the temperature. The handles of kettle and utensils are made of bad conductors of heat: wood, plastic, and ebonite, so that it is comfortable to hold a hot utensils. You have seen in your home that the handles of kettles and utensils are made up of bad conductors of heat, such as wood, plastic, and ebonite. So we know that bad conductors of heat are the materials which doesn't allow heat to pass through them completely. So that is the main reason why the handles, okay, or the various utensils are made up of just wood. Okay, and that doesn't allow the heat to pass through it, and our hand saves easily. Okay, woolen clothes, you can see here, woolen clothes are also a bad conductors of heat, so they does not allow the heat trapped within to escape from our body and thus keep your body warm. Woolen clothes are also bad conductors of heat, and that is the main reason why the it keeps our body warm. Okay, that is not okay, that does not allow heat, okay, trapped within the escape from our body. Means whatever the heat is produced inside our body, that is not escape out, because they are bad conductors of heat, so that is, they doesn't allow to heat to pass through them easily. Okay, we can also take the example of building materials, okay, such as the brick, asbestos, mud, and grass. These are also the bad conductors of heat. Okay, so these are the so many advantages are there, dear student. You can also take the just condition that the hair and fur of animals are bad conductors of heat. They protect them from cold in the cold climatic conditions. So okay, the hairs like the sheep and okay, there are so many varieties of animals which consist their hair and fur. Okay, they are used as our clothes also, to protect from the cold conditions. So these are the conditions. Okay, and dear student, we are going to just discuss a very important topic. Okay, that is the modes of heat transfer. You can see here, what are the conduction. The first process is, what is conduction? So conduction is a type of transfer of heat, okay, between the substances that are in direct contact with each other. Means when two bodies are just come directly with contact with each other, then the hotter body just transfers heat to the colder body, and in this way heat get transfers. And why it is happens so? Because the hotter body has the molecules, they have gained larger kinetic energy, and due to that reason, if the molecules of the solid gets maximum kinetic energy and they vibrate means vibration in the solids takes place in their places only. Okay, they vibrate and they just transfer heat energy to the other molecule, and that molecule just vibrate at their own place, and that heat, that they transfer the heat to energy to another molecule, and in this way the total heat transfer, okay, takes place from the hotter body to the colder body until the equilibrium is reached. So this, in this way the conduction takes place. Okay, dear student, it is a very important phenomena, that is convention. Okay, convention, what is convention? Convention is also a just a mode of transfer of heat energy, okay, but not in a direct way. Okay, and this convention always occurring in the gases and liquids, not in the solid. What happens actually in case of convention? When this is a circulation process, suppose if we heat the air, since the everything, we are heating the air just becomes less denser. Okay, it becomes light, and we know that every lighter thing just goes up, okay, from the atmosphere. So we know that as soon as the air is heated, the particles of the gases gain energy, allowing them to move faster and further apart, carrying heat energy with them. Okay, this is obvious. Now, since warm air is less dense than the cold air, this is what I am actually want to say, that warm air is less dense than the cold air, and we know that if any gas which is warm is goes upward, okay, and the cold air which is more denser, they will come to take their place. Okay, means hot air will rise up and the cold air from the upper side just come to take their place. So a circulation is created between that, and this process, okay, of heat transfer is called as a convention. Okay, and there are so many applications of this. Okay, sea breeze, land breeze, all these are the applications. Okay, in this condition, this circulation is occurring again and again. This circulation is occurring, okay, that whenever we heat the air becomes light, it rises up, and the cold air just comes down to take their place. Okay, that means transfer of heat energy is just taking place. Okay, so this mode of heat transfer is called as the convention. Okay, so these are the condition, and the last one, we are going to proceed here. There's radiation. Okay, you can see here radiation is that method which does not require any particle to carry the heat energy. Okay, irrespective of the particles, okay, it doesn't also require medium. Okay, medium is also not necessary in this case. Okay, so only the mode of heat transfer in the radiation is the what? Electromagnetic waves, or we can say the light. Okay, so heat is transferred in the form of electromagnetic waves. Heat waves radiate from a hot object in all the directions. Heat waves radiate from a hot object to in all directions. Indirectly, in this sentence, is just want to say about the sun. Okay, sun is the ultimate source of energy, and it also radiates heat. Okay, the rays means electromagnetic waves which are coming from the source, means the sun, is responsible for the transfer of the heat. Okay, and if this electromagnetic waves just incident on any body, whatever the nature of the body is, that is also responsible. That electromagnetic waves will be either reflected, either absorbed, or either transmitted. Okay, depending upon the nature of the object. If the object is black in nature, it absorbs all the maximum heat energy. Okay, so black color is a good absorber of heat. So depending upon the nature of the material, radiation takes place, and due to that reason, okay, the heat transfers takes place. You can see here, since the back portion of this utensil is black painted, so it will absorb more heat, okay, and due to that reason the heat transfer will just take more here, and the cooking food will just cooked faster. And what about in this radiator also? This is a radiator, okay, these are painted black, okay. So all these are the just conditions, okay. Dear student, now it's a very very important just application of the heat transfer is a thermoflask, okay. You can see a thermoflask, it's a very very important topic. So a flask is also called as a vacuum flask. Vacuum means खाली ना, vacant होता है, empty होता है, okay. It was invented by Sir James Dewar, so it is also known as the Dewar flask. इसको Dewar flask भी कहा जाता है, ठीक है. Means in this process, whatever this condition is, thermoflask is there, all the processes takes place at the same time, okay. That is conduction, convection, and radiation. Okay, store liquid at a very low temperature. In this flask, heat transfer by all the three modes. Means heat transfer, it can just radiate, it can just transfer heat in all the three modes. That is, it can also conduct, convection, radiation. All the three processes takes place in this flask, okay, and can be minimized by creating a vacuum between its walls. So either the heat is transferred from the conduction, convection, and radiation. All the three processes are just minimized, okay, by creating a vacuum between the walls, okay. So if you just keep a cold water or a hot water inside a thermoflask, it is remain hot. If you are just keeping here as a hot water, it will just remain hot for a long time. And if you want to just place it a cold liquid here, it will just remain just cold for a long time. Why? Because it is structure is like this, okay. Construction, you can see here, a thermoflask has a glass vessel with a double walls. Means double walls, it is a glass, it is made up of, inner part is made up of glass vessel, and it consists of double wall, okay. Double walls means what? You can imagine that glass is a bad conductor of heat, okay, and it is made up of double, means double wall is there, so it is a strong bad conductor, okay. It does not radiate, or it cannot conduct any heat, okay, or any heat energy outside, or from outside to inner side, okay. And the space between which is evacuated, or space जो अंदर का space है उसको खाली कर दिया गया, वैक्यूम बना दिया गया है, okay. And the vacuum bottle is silvered on the inside, okay. So why it is vacuum part? जो vacuum part है वो silvered है. Why? Because whatever the condition is there, whatever the just heat transfer takes place, it will just reflected back inside the flask, okay. Just see here, the vessel being made up of glass, heat loss by conduction is minimized. This is what I am just going to say you, that being the glass is a bad conductor, what happened, it does not allow heat to pass outside, okay. That means conduction is minimized, means there is no mode of conduction takes place because of this double wall glass, okay. The vacuum between the two walls prevent heat transfer from the inside to outside by conduction or convection, and the vacuum which are created between the walls will prevent either conduction or convection. So this is very very just better way to preserve a liquid inside a thermoflask, okay. So these are the advantages of heat transfer, okay. Dear student, up to this level you just go through. We will meet in the next session. Thank you.